Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Log execute.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pokemon Heart Gold Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we started our Pokémon League challenge by taking on the Psychic-type expert Will and the Doku Kage himself, Koga, and handily trounced them with overwhelming power in the former case and supreme strategy in the latter case. Today, we will be continuing on with our Pokemon League challenge by taking on the third Elite Four member, Bruno. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. I always train to the extreme because I believe in our potential. That is how we become strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, Seipher? You'll bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha! Alright, well, Bruno, time to see if I've learned anything from our last fight. You have probably changed around your team some, and I'm starting with Ash for a very specific reason. This Hitmontop I know has Dig, and I'm gonna see if I can bait him out into using it, because I also couldn't remember if this Hitmontop had Intimidate for its ability, but it doesn't seem to, so hopefully I can bait him into using Dig, and switch to Ulsacreed, who I really want to. Okay, good. That's just as well. Just gonna set up some Dragon Dances, because there's really not much that this Hitmontop can do to us. Gonna try and set up 3 of them. Actually, you know what? I think I'll probably do 6, just to be on the safe side. There's not really much it can do. Its moveset consists of Dig, Counter, Quick Attack, and, if I remember correctly, Triple Kick. Not the most dangerous thing. Heck, Pariah, if I used him here, would be able to be completely immune to it, but I am not taking that risk. I'm just gonna focus on stacking up these Dragon Dances just so that whatever he sends out, we can tear right through. Ulsacreed does have the Dragon Fang on, so already getting a bit of extra power for that Dragon Claw, but I want to make sure that I hit this thing as hard as I possibly can, and I'm going to make sure that I'm actually full health when I do so. So, I'm going to just quickly use a Moo Moo Milk. Just to heal off what little damage he did manage to do. And now, Dragon Claw. I have no doubt that this will not survive. I would say that Starmie would be the best thing for this, but... sorry, Bowie, I meant. Bowie would have been the best thing for this battle, but he doesn't have any Psychic moves, which are really what he needs to be able to tear through fighting types, but I think I've got a sound strategy here with Ulsacreed. Should be able to handle just about anything that he's got. This Hitmonchan can be a bit scary. It has the 3 elemental punches and Bullet Punch, if I remember correctly, so good coverage all around, but I think it shouldn't be able to take a +6 Dragon Claw. Nope. Easy peasy. His star player, and I guess I should have mentioned this before, all the star players for the Elite Four members have a Citrus Berry that they're holding. And this Machamp is no different. If you have anything that can steal berries, such as Thief or Bug Bite, definitely want to make use of those, even if it is resisted in this case. This Machamp has no guard, so if you have any moves that can one-hit KO, like Fissure, definitely make use of it here to easily deal with the Machamp. Don't rely on Fly here because Snow Guard allows him to hit you in the invulnerable turn to Fly. And last but not least is his Hitmonlee. Hit as hard as you can until you faint. Well, you tried your best, Bruno, but you couldn't stand up to a +6 Dragonite. So a little bit more involved than the previous two fights, but not too bad. Why? How could we lose? Simple. You allowed me to set up. Having lost, I have no right to say anything. Go face your next challenge. Well, at least you've improved since the last game. You're not turning away in disgust from having lost to us. Anyway, just gonna quickly use a Citrus Berry to heal off that little damage on Ulsa Creed. And now for another fight that I've planned for, but I'm hoping that goes smoothly, because I don't know if it necessarily will. So, just gonna go up here and enter this actually pretty beautiful room. The final member of the Elite Four. Ready? Let's go. I'm Karen of the Elite Four. You're Seipher? Oh, amusing. I love Dark-type Pokemon. I'm known for my overpowering tactics. Think you can take them? Just try to entertain me. Let's go. Alright, Karen, you are the last obstacle between us and the champion, so let's see if I can manage to best you. Starting off with an Umbreon, she has pretty good taste in Pokemon. Real tank. This one can be very annoying, but I have just the strategy for her. We're going to start off by boosting Jin up with some Swords Dances. I'm going to need 3 of them, I'm pretty sure. Her main gimmick is Double Team for this Umbreon. And you can see now why I have Aerial Ace. It was specifically to deal with this one Umbreon. But first I have to get 3 Swords Dances under my belt. I gotta make sure that I'm maxed out for my strategy to work. And luckily, Karen didn't have him use Confuse Ray, because it also has that, which would have been very bad. But luckily for me, I've got Jin and his Aerial Ace to bypass the Double Team, and she didn't think to try and use my own attacks out against me, so here we are. Okay, her strongest Pokemon, a level 47 Houndoom. This thing is why I wanted to build up 6 stages of attack with 3 Swords Dances. I have a Metal Coat equipped to Jin, and Bullet Punch with +6 attack, plus Technician. It should take it out, even if it is resisted, which thankfully it did. I didn't have a solid means of fighting that thing otherwise, so you definitely want to take care of it as fast as possible. If you don't have a Starmie, then any water type you have could pretty much do it, but I didn't want to risk Bowie because he's part Psychic type and Psychic is weak to Dark. Anyway, this next Pokemon, Gengar, is also one that you want to be sure to take out quick because it has the move Destiny Bond. Not a Dark type, but very scary. Can easily take one of your own team down if you don't try and out-prioritize it, like me. And now Jin is our strongest team member. Alright, next up, a Vileplume, also not a Dark type. Really shows that there weren't many Dark types for her to work with. But not too bad. Easily taken care of with Aerial Ace. And last but not least, a Murkrow. This thing did put Ash through some trouble back, well, Ariana's Murkrow did, back when he wasn't fully evolved, but this one should be an easy one-shot with Bullet Punch. It has very frail defenses, and I've got +6 attacks, so easily handled. Alright. Well, no worries here. Strong Pokemon. Weak Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with the Pokemon they love best. I like your style. You understand what's important. Go on. The champion is waiting. Well, I would say that we'll challenge the champion this time, but I don't really want to. I don't remember exactly what well, that's not necessarily true. I just don't want to rush into things, and I want to make sure that I've thought through every possible option of this last fight. For those of you saying that this Elite Four challenge has been shockingly easy compared to Fire Red and Leaf Green, I'll admit you're right, but I might be a little overpowered, but I consider this point to not really be all that difficult, considering, in my view, this is only the halfway point. Once we beat the champion, we still have quite a bit to go through. So, I'm going to end things off here and see you guys next time. So, thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.